Good evening. I'm live. It is Tuesday, and of course, it is 6th of the month of December. And I can't stop saying it. Oh, I cannot believe that we are at the end of the year. Yep. And I was praying this morning doing my devotion, and I say, Father God, it's nothing that I've done, of what I've done, why I am living above. But it is another it is another uh it is another night. And let me just go ahead and add my where I'm gone. I saw Reggie, where you gone? I saw somebody earlier, where them this up. Anyway, Nidus there, Nidus, so I go on, brother.
But me there, brother, big up yourself. You hear me loud and clear?
Fright me a while ago, come here. I said, oh, me not. Yes. And I thought my brethren were gonna join. So like we do the fancy something. And yes, guys, for those of you watching on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, not Instagram not so bossy. But for Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, yes. You're seeing some nice, overlaying in the background there. Let me thank my friend Nidus for creating all of these things that I'll be using tonight. Marsha Garden. No. Christmas come for real. Look who is here early. I don't know how you do it, RG. Oh, you actually see that I'm on and you could comment before I actually started the show. Because the other day you're like, DP, I'm gonna get a notification. And I'm like, you should get your notification. But RG, from about 7:25, I say RG say everyone, which I don't know. Marsha is here, and Marsha, she and Ekel and Jekyll, I don't remember which one was what. But yeah, look who they're here. I guess is the topic. Prince is here. RG beat her from 725. I don't know what she did, but she beat her from 725. Let me go ahead and share the topic this evening. We're looking at paternity fraud. That is what we'll be looking at this evening. Paternity fraud, aka jacket. And I know, when I say certain things, sometimes some females take offense defense, which why I don't know. So the question I'm asking, what would you do? And this question is actually more posed to males. I hope I get a lot of brothers calling and sharing. And I want them to be honest and frank. Don't be like my brethren Rabban a while ago. Let me big him up. Because from me tell him the topic, him did a blast it straight till me hear all some beauty from the Caribbean. I talk about no a press gas time now and no talk show time and all of these things. Jamaican have this way, them a way they call it, a jab you, but them want it so nice. And I, Sister Claudia, good evening and welcome. Guys, remember that this is the home of the Brother Gary morning show. Every morning, 6 till 10. Brother Gary is on and him talk some old or something. Like this morning, him say music morning. Him just a play music and all of these things, which I like a couple of the songs that I play, Brother Gary. Big up yourself and the First Lady, of course. So the question is, what would you do if you found out you have been a victim of paternity fraud? And this idea came to me from Virgin Nidos because Nidos actually post about a week ago asking this question, which I'm going to find. If after 17 years you found out that your child is a jacket, what would you do? And for those of you who are not from the Caribbean, which I think this jacket term, I think it's only Jamaica. I think it kind of spread over the Caribbean, or by now we have spread it over the Caribbean. So jacket is actually a child that is came about because our attached is paternity fraud. And if you're wondering what is paternity fraud is when a woman, because get this, a man can't do a paternity fraud with a woman. It is when a woman get a man to believe that he actually biologically fathered a child. And the discussion is always no man, the man's supposed to just turn up, be a real man and all of that, and disregard how men supposed to feel. I think they're programmed us, to have this weak spots for females. So anything a woman say, we should just run with it because you're a bad person if you don't go along with it and all of these things. Good night, DP. All right. So Nidos is my guest this evening. Good evening, Nidos. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm doing good enough. And yourself?
And I'm great. And thank you very much for giving me this topic, sir. I saw it on Facebook. I'm like, this sounds like something we can talk about. And I always tell people this, not people, I always tell males this, that listen, 2 times of the year, you should stay away from trying to get to know somebody. It is Christmas and Valentine. And Christmas, you can save yourself a lot to start with money. Yeah, you can save yourself some money. No, but talk it truth, Nidos. And sorry, say carried on a day here, and I can't carry that the things them. Nidos, if you are look at woman from January till November, and it's just November, she start giving. And again, for my international listeners, when Jamaicans say look, it means to court, to express interest. For 9 months or 10 months, 11 from February. No, sorry, so we could take February tight because you see that in between something that look, you have December and then February, so as a man then get ready December and then January then fall for it because them never fall for the trap in December. So January, my mom just whap it back again and say, all right. Remember, say 14th of February. So March, you met this woman, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So yes, I was right. November, and then she started gear the all. So when can we hang out? And you not like me again. What would you do, Nidos?
So I heard this earlier on Facebook. A woman said a man is okay with a woman stringing him along depends on what he wants, the emotional feelings he have for her. So if him a look all him a look a little touchings, the man is fine being string along. But if the man have deep feelings for the person, the string along it not gonna work for him.
Got you. Well, me can't tell him straight up. Sorry.
Well, on the DP, most men will spend them last just for take off the baggy.
Touchings. All right. And remember, say we have to code you up because we're on radio. So you said touchings.
Yeah.
I'm like that. So people have to wonder what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. I can straight up declare my hand. Like me sorry. If I've been expressing interest for 9 months and December and the February or close to your birthday day, because yeah, me find out say bus and bus, you actually start take my phone call them. I'm sorry. Like there are some signs to me, you know what I mean? I say from it start out that way there. I don't know, maybe I'm too judgmental, but that's what you may end up exactly. This is tying in. You may end up wearing a jacket if if you actually start taking the calls and accepting the invites in December, Christmas time, and in also we may let me go ahead and say because I hear more people start talking about it now. It's supposed to be the happiest time of the year. However, for some people, it's not because they say it's one of the most depressing time of the year, and that is Christmas. I remember one Christmas I was at home alone basically, and I had to fight myself not to. And I'm like, my youth, remember you used to tell yourself saying I believe in a Christmas, saying this and that and blah blah blah, all these things, and talk myself out of it. But I felt like I was actually suffering from this whole loneliness and this whole, you know what I mean, I say you're supposed to be with family and friends and all of that. You have some people lost their loved one, maybe their mother, and she or the father, and them normally do the big cooking for Christmas, but they're not around anymore. So it's actually a sad time. So when you're out there enjoying all of the whatever there is to enjoy, just remember those who may not be as happy and as jolly as you are. All right. So good evening again. Welcome. I think my chat enough now. So everybody will want to share the link or want to come in and get on a thought. I think you have done that. Keep the jacket. You already got it. So this is the question. What would you do if you found out that you are a victim of paternity fraud? And it's against the backline of my brethren suggesting this topic. What would you do if after 17 years supporting a child, you get to realize that that child is not yours biologically? So, and I expect Keisha said, I'm going to read it again. And I think every woman think like this. Seldomly I find a woman will say, nope, wrong or wrong. And it thinks Keisha say, yeah, just go ahead and keep the child. Raban said earlier that what him say almost adult. So not Keisha, sorry, Sister Claudette say keep the jacket. You already got it. Keep the jacket. You already got it. Keisha said good night to you, my brother. And for those of you listening on Caribbean Radio HD, Nidus is my guest this evening. Good night to everyone and give thanks to the Almighty. All right. Good evening, my brother. That is from Empress MJ. Bless up. Keisha now say, the man should continue to be in the child's life, though he found out the child is not his child. That child already attached to him. So let me go ahead and ask Nidos the question straight up. What you think a man should do, or what would you do if you found out?
So before me answer the question, let me let this be known that I am very provocative.
Okay. Disclaimer.
And yes, disclaimer. I'm very provocative, and I will something will just pop up in my head, or me I watch a movie, and me see something, and me just put it out, then me just copy it. And it got so bad until my daughter realized it. She said we were watching a movie, and she paused the movie because I took up my phone. She paused the movie and said, "Are you going to make that as a quote?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So disclaimer, I made a video this morning about another topic, and I put it on TikTok.
Yes,
and,
I saw it, and I'm like, should I like it? Comment? I was like, yeah. I know that video.
So,
yes.
And if people see that, I'm very provocative. All right, so let me answer the question now. Personally, I think I would still be in a child's life if the child want me to be in their life. Because it becomes at 17-year-old now, the child have the ability to choose. If True. You are not my father, thank you for everything that you have done for me, but I want to have nothing to do with you. There's nothing you can do about that. As it relates to females who saying the man should. How dare you? How dare you? That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's the man's choice.
I think what happened though in Nidos, that is the defense mechanism that women put on automatically to defend others. Because the first thing, and this is what I believe, maybe I'm wrong, I believe that when a woman intentionally, because we have to separate the thing, there are women who give a jacket unknowingly. You would agree with me, Nidos?
Yes, I would.
Right. So them never really know. Say because there are men, and let's start the things them I'll do over there on Radio Caribbean HD, we have to code it up. But there are men who they enjoy playing in I was going to use some, but playing the field with people who is like the old football. So you have some women, sorry, but it is the truth, are like a football pitch. So
DP,
men just
DP, let's
yes,
take it, let's take it a little biology. Remember,
mm,
sperm have a 72-hour lifespan.
lifespan. Yep.
You understand what I say?
Mm-hmm.
So if a woman, that's 3 days, if a woman sleep with 3 different men in 3 days, it could be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say?
Right,
So
right. That's what I'm saying. Unknowingly.
unknowingly stuff can happen.
Right, right, right. So none of
But
them yet. Me not talk about the people who get
no, I'm
caught
not
up,
talking
a
about them.
sticky situation. Somebody who
So
intentions. So this
woman,
is the point I'm making. They actually know, they calculate. This is my belief. Again, maybe somebody can prove me wrong. I think when a woman gives a jacket, a legitimate jacket, she calculates it and say, "Who will this fit? Or who will accept it best, or what are the financial gratifications that comes with such a move?"
but not
Keisha
only that,
again, and trust me, the
Damien.
defense is there. Only point, let me read this because I want to get as much as the commenting as possible, seeing that we're 2 males and we have to. Keisha said, and the men who found out that the child or children are not his, please don't hurt the woman, leave the woman alone. Sister Bridget said, this is based on the individuals and how deeply attached the man is attached to the man is attached to that father and mother has to have an honest conversation with both the father and child. And I agree. I agree. The man choice to walk away. All right. So Sister Bridget is with you, Nidus. Sister Bridget say yes. It's the man choice. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead, Nidus.
So what you need to understand are what should be what is facts is this.
Mm-hmm.
Woman have a support mechanism that
Mm-hmm.
woman will support another woman, not even knowing the person.
Yeah, man. Naturally,
Because they
we need
see
to join.
it as an attack on them.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
understand
he
what I
attack
say?
one, he attack
So
all.
exactly. So to the way. But however,
Mm-hmm.
most women who support certain activities is because it's something that they would do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Pointing, let me prove my point. If you me said this, I made a post about this. If you have a woman, if your wife is okay with her friend cheating on her husband, it gonna happen to you, or it has already happened to you.
Hmm. That sounds like one Bible verse, something where it says, so a man think it's so easy. But I have friends who try to convince me otherwise that say, listen, man, I believe that people can smoke as much as weed as they want, but I'm not a smoker. Yeah, it's your right, smoke. So you're saying that just because a woman would say, listen, a woman have to do what she have to do, that means she will end up doing it because she not.
She does nothing wrong with it.
But me
You
not
understand me?
necessarily
She
mean
don't
that
see anything
means she
wrong
would
with
do
it.
it. Though. I think I'm convinced. Not because
So hold
somebody
on.
said they not see nothing wrong with it. That don't mean they will do it.
I am yet to see otherwise, sir.
Okay, I hear you. Let me jump to some of the comments here on YouTube. Tanya say the man being in the child's life should be an option to the man. It should not be a requirement. If it's not his child, that's not fair to him. It's time we hold women accountable for their nonsense. And she goes on to say, I agree. How dare you? I agree. I think Nida said that earlier. A nasty woman give jacket and don't know who the oh Jesus. Marsha say, it's not the man's choice. It's the choice of the child. Let me continue. The child have the right now to investigate and find out who the biological this go up a while ago, let me get it back, who the biological father is, and then decide from there if they want to have a relationship with the biological father or the father that was there for. What a piece of something. Neither small hear on this.
But it's not a lie. It's not a lie. Most good men who get in a relationship, and I'm gonna take this apart from jacket. Most good men who go in a relationship with a woman who already have a kid, they're gonna love and treat that kid as their own.
Mm-hmm.
but not because you love and you treat that kid as your own. You do everything for that kid, emotionally, financially, or whatever, Ali. That doesn't mean that the kid have to show any loyalty to you.
I think that dangerous. I think I posted something similar to this on Facebook the other day, and me and Boston, I don't know if Gary there did I talk about it too. And I get this, but always shape the culture then and change it, because what Marsha said a while ago, it kind of rubbed me wrong, you know. She's saying, Marsha said, it is not the man's choice if he stays in. So no, so hold on, 17, we're talking about going to college, you know. So
no, hold on, Damien.
I don't
Damien,
get
hold
to
on there.
choose.
Hold on there. I think, and this is where English language is funny. And Marsha, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I think what Marsha is saying, it's not the man's choice if the child stay in his life. You understand what I'm saying? The child can decide, say, yo, you're not my father, and I don't want anything to do with you. What you gonna do? Say, no, I'm
I hear that.
want in my life.
Like you stopped me midway a while ago, but I'm saying 17, and we're talking about America that we both live. We're talking about seeking to go to college. So you're telling me that it would be okay if I just discover that, guess what? I am not the father. And this child say, me know I don't want to accept you as daddy, but guess what? Still pay the school fee or the college fee, and I'm supposed to still be obligated to that child because
but the thing about it, man.
No, I don't think it's the child's decision whether the man stay or not. That's what I'm saying. I can't think this cannot be left up to the child, because
if you sign the birth certificate, you're still obligated to. If you sign the birth certificate, you're still obligated to.
But this is the point. I'm stressing what Marsha said. It's not my choice to still be a daddy. It's the child. This is the child decision if I should remain a daddy, yes or no. That is where I'm stressing. It cannot be.
Yes, Damien.
Because as you rightfully said, Lagonidos, if you sign the birth certificate, so all these years, the whole world know that it's your pitney. Right? And because this child reached 17 now and found out for whatever reason that them a jacket, and them decided, okay, all right, guess what? I'm just going to leave your house. Them not have the legal right to do that. You're still responsible for them legally. So it cannot be just the child's choice.
But Damien, being a father and being a daddy are two different things, you know.
Correct.
You understand me? I say,
correct.
No, if the child decides, say, you know what? Thank you for everything that you have done for me, but I want nothing to do with you. What are you gonna do? If your son, Damien, tomorrow, look when you say, Daddy, I don't want nothing to do with you. What can you do?
Him not have the right to do that. Him can't answer that.
Him not have the right to do that.
When him at 18, him can't do that now.
Him can't say it now.
Even if him say it a joke, I tell you, even if him say it a joke, him make. You see, is how you grow. I am a strong believer of is how grow your child. I remember hearing a story of the party place on William Street. Nearly class where we used to live. I don't know if I want nobody knows. Whatever. And nothing bad that. And this woman start slapping up a little, maybe 5-6-year-old, because the child was bawling and throwing themselves on the ground. And a police woman was in there, and the police go over to her and say, if you slap her one more time, I'll lock you up. And she's like, oh, but I'm my child. She said, yeah, but if you slap her, because guess what? And I'm a strong believer of this. Some even pitney do what them know them allow to do. You have some pitney chat back, face to chat to them parents, because
all right, Damien, hold on there. Damien, hold on. Let's take this another notch. And for all the men that are watching, and all the women who are watching, who have a child that is living with a man that is not theirs, can attest to this. A woman, you see if a year biological pitney, the woman have a problem, you discipline that pitney, you know. But if it's not yours, or when she not say it, that kill her, you know. And the hidden words that are not spoken, the child can see that.
Right,
you understand? And that's how resentment starts.
Well, but you see, and then it comes right full circle to what I just said a while ago. But a well-leveled woman who set the foundation from the beginning, from them established, from them introduced this man into the child's life and say, listen, this is my significant other. He is in charge of the house. Him are the man of the house, him whatever. That child, Eve left them resent the man, and Eve left them feel away. Worse if it's a Caribbean household, them know that certain things them can do. So when the American classmates can say, "Oh, I hate my stepdad" or whatever, them better know say, "Yo, then can't utter that."
Damien,
Because what the mother did. Now, if the mother never set certain perimeter from day one, what you just saw a while ago will happen.
you see the next comment on the screen. I shouldn't be reading comment, but next comment below Marsha's. Can you put that up?
Hold on, let me get Demir first and then we move on.
Okay.
So Brigade say you can't place everyone in the same basket. And this is from Over Big Yard. Guys, please go to Caribbean Radio. Just type in Bro Gary Show. It will take you there. You can comment Over Big Yard. Chances are I may read those than the others. Just saying. You can't place everyone in the same basket. Everyone has their own moral codes. Sharon say, I have a friend and it is in big bold, so I can't miss it. I have a friend that got 6. And when he left Jamaica to the US and filed for them, only 1 belonged to him. What would you do if that were you? And that is from Sharon. Let me read the rest here before I jump over to YouTube. Keisha said, no, not the child's decision. All right. So me and Keisha is on one with that. She continued to say, continue father the rest of the children, Sister Kerr, and bring up all of them here. Good night, sister. Thing me I gotta ask later on want about that. The injustice to the child when you find out, say, you're not the biological father, but you keep it a secret, becoming a part of the lie and the paternity fraud. Sister, him can't bring the next 5 because immigration not letting him bring them. That is not true. And you can call the lawyer that comes on with Pastor Martin after. No, that is not true. If you have already signed the birth certificate and accept paternity and you can prove that you have been in this child's life supporting the child, there are ways that you can still bring those children, even if you found out that you're not the daddy. I agree with you, DP. That's from Yoli. Keisha said, okay, sister. Good night, brother DP. I believe when he is 18, he have the right to tell me what to do. Exactly. Marcia, I agree with you this. Even if it's a jacket, if me did accept you as my pitney, because I think that me did come in for Nido's thing and say 17. You mean I would realize that my child is donated or something like that to me. But that's hurting though, and the rest of the children. That's sad, Sister Kerr. Great topic. And if you're just joining, let me welcome you to Caribbean Radio HD3. This is the home of Brother Gary morning show, and every Tuesday night you can come here for a heated conversation, discussion. Nidos, I'm afraid, but yeah, you disagree with a lot of things. So Nidos, I must read the next comment. So let me jump to Tonet's comment, and it says, what if I'm dating 2 men at the same time and I don't know who get me pregnant? Should I give the man I love more or the one with the money? Daddy! Neither, so I can say, I want me jump to the comment here. Richie.
Yeah, me there. You hear me?
Yeah, man. Why you
so
say
that comment is one of the true cause of the epidemic that is reaching Jamaica right now, because we have to call it an epidemic. Mm-hmm. A lot of us don't know if it's our father is our father. You understand what I mean? Yeah. I mean that is I. I tell woman this, when a woman tell a man that she's pregnant, deep down the man asks, I wonder if for me. But if you verbalize that to the woman will get mad. But it's a reality question.
So you're gonna answer. I guess she's asking us. You're gonna answer Tonet's question. What should she do?
Tonet, the man that she loves, first and foremost, you should not be having unprotected sex with 2 men. That's the first thing. That's the first advice I can give you. You should not
but it done gone already, Nairos. No. It gone already, as she says. She intentionally, which is a reality. And like I said, this is our paternity fraud.
So what? So what? As a man, I'm telling you that what you should do, you should tell the 2 men them the truth, and do a DNA test afterwards.
Tonet, don't believe him here. Listen to me, females, and I'm not supporting foolishness. But if you're really giving bun and you find out you're pregnant and you honestly don't know which one of them, don't tell none of them. Because make them just assume, because I have a whole heap of women who will lose them life because of this. They're like, I want to do the right thing. Trust me. In life, I'm old enough now to know that doing the right thing that means you have to tell nobody. Make them assume. So from belly come, them I go see say belly or whatever and stuff, and make them assume because, like I say, I wouldn't want to lose nobody that I know because they're trying to do the right thing to say, you know what? This is why I have to tell you this because I was messing around. Now, if it's a case, Nidos, this is where I agree with you. If it's a case where the two man them know say, I know them alone, because there are cases like that, where two man are got the same yard and it is a known secret that them a got the yard, then you can't say, all right, make a wait till when the baby come to see if it favor Damien, and come with this shake your eyes them like Damien, or if you come with the forehead,
So
the Richie forehead like Richie, then that's a
so
different
that
case.
so that means that you play in a me Twitter
But
in a me
but
TikTok.
like I said, no, I don't even TikTok. But there's something similar to that you mentioned. Yeah, the two only just go and provide the board. Let me use board because if I say wood, maybe some people take offense. But yeah, let me jump to Big Yard. Big Yard say, where are we going? Back up, back up, back up. So Sister Claudette is saying, if the blood don't match, they won't process the immigration paper again. You see this blood thing, and I've learned this when I did GCE. Back in the day, they used to do blood tests before DNA came about and become popular. And I found out, and when I asked my bio teacher, she said, yes, it's true. Back in the day, you have a whole heap of men who didn't get them pitney because blood tests say on the same blood type, and the vice versa. You have men who got jackets because blood. Because guess what happened? And this is somewhere deep, and me know you have people who in the biological field can back me up, so me can talk and my broad chest. So the child does not get neither the mother or the father's blood. The child actually develop them own blood in the home. Thank you very much. So this thing about same blood type, I don't know what my blood type is, but not because my son is my son mean we have to have the same. So if it's a O plus or whatever, so that blood something there, no, it's incorrect. Some women just trifling. That is from Cynthia. Empress say need paternity court. Keisha say good night, Sister Cynthia. Real talk. What happened with these children, sis? And it's sad. Sister Bridget say we know that, but it done. I agree, DP. Say nothing and expect nothing from either. And that is Sister Bridget, I like you. Sister Bridget backing me up with that to say, yeah, man, not if you know, say yeah, play the field. Nobody tell none of them and things. So that is answering your question, Tonight. Don't tell, just make them assume. Because chances are one of them could have be one workless man and say, oh, from Missy Bellion, for me that, and just take for himself. Because Jamaican men are known for that. Once pregnancy come about, everyone's like, no, that's not what I was looking for. Whereas if I want money spending something, I'm like, yo, I was buying actions and I was buying, pleasure. I don't want to pick this of them down about them business. So sometimes problem take away themselves. Cynthia said, once the DNA is done by immigration and those kids turn out not his, the only way he can get those kids is kids to the US is by adoption. All right. I mean, that's the only way, but isn't that a way? I know someone that happened too. Sister Ingrid said, good evening, Brother DP and Radio Family. It's unfortunate that a woman should find herself in that position. However, these things happen. Great topic. So, Nidus, so this is what I want to jump to before I read the rest of YouTube comments. You think our culture, and I mean, as Jamaican, you're a Jamaican yourself, you think we were socialized and groomed to have a soft spot for women? So instead of we call a wrong to say no, a woman like you alluded to earlier. Now that's why you keep on jumping out of the studio. Like you alluded to earlier, Nidus, a woman should not find herself in such a position. But you think we are socialized to just have a soft spot for women. So this is all this paternity fraud thing continue going around.
I believe yes, we are.
I'm not hearing you clearly. Marsha, I want to fight you.
Hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Why you keep on jumping out of the studio? What? Your internet error? So may I go remove you and then let's see if that work. This work?
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me now? So
Yeah,
I
man.
believe we were definitely cultured. We're definitely cultured to have a soft spot for woman. If you look at it, if you hear a man say anything bad about his mother, and not every woman, not every female who will give birth is actually a mother. You hear a man
Mm-hmm.
say, "Yo, me and my mother on a link," People start bonfire
Mm-hmm.
theme without even knowing the truth. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
yes, we were. Yes, we are. And given that, um, I want to put this very delicately. Because me as a man, me advocate for woman because me have two daughters. Um, Given our society view men and women, um, like men, they have this saying that says happy wife, happy life.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one of the problem that is facing men and families on a whole, is that I don't think the men or the fathers are valued enough as they should. And if you look at Father's Day, what fathers get one socks. When you look at Mother's Day, advertisement upon the radio, TV, left, right, and center. So until fathers are started to being valued equally as mother, because you have some damn good father out there, You have some
Yes.
father where mother give them all kind of shit. Oh, sorry,
Oi,
excuse me,
never
language.
did it.
Sorry. You have some mothers who give fathers all kind of stuff and they still stick around to be in their kids' life. You understand me? I say? And
Mm-hmm.
if the man did that the other year, say the man are this and the man are that and the man are kind of something.
Yes.
So the problem, to solve this problem, first and foremost, ladies need to start valuing themselves
Mm-hmm.
and stop going around and sleeping with multiple man. This new term in dating. Dating is just a fancy word for say, yo, me I go sleep with that man, I sleep with that man, I sleep with that man. Because I'm dating to find the one.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no courting anymore.
It sounds like a wrap here up of the show. We still have 22 minutes. And
No,
guys,
me not.
those of you who know the number can start calling. 22 minutes ago. Let me try to get some of these comments in. Princess, so sad that women and children can walk out on a man and society tells him to just suck it up and be a man, and that is bias. Troy says, Sir Phillips, how are you? I'm good, sir. I'm still waiting on your availability to be my guest. Latanya said, all kids should get a pattern test. This is ridiculous. Statistics 35%. Yes. And let me jump over here and try ride and whistle and do the two of them. This comment, Big Yard, Sister Ingrid said, I agree, Sister Marcia. Give the child the right father, regardless of who he is. And Sister Marcia, I think earlier, said, money or not, the right man should get his child. So now just talk to me about that. Because I normally hear females, like Keisha was saying earlier, no, the child needs a father and you need to be the child. But isn't it a grave injustice for a human being to be placed on earth and be lied to for as much as 17 years, all of them life, to say, this man is your father, and his lie? Isn't that an injustice? Isn't that against the constitutional rights of the child? All right, so let me having some problem with Nidus. Nidus not hear me, so I'm gonna go and read some comments. We have a phone call. Let's jump to the phone in the meantime. Hello, caller, you're live. Good evening. All right, so that na go on. Can't believe this happened to me. So yeah, I thought my phone was charging and it wasn't charging. So sorry to the caller. I'll do it. Let me see if this will work. Hello, good evening. All right, that now go work. So let me add back Nidus. Bridging, you forget good internet in a man. Youth. May I see black screen here. So all right, you're back. Nidus. All right, may I go and read comment till me here. Marsha say, lady, go and do your own paternity before you open your mouth. Okay, that is in response to Tonette when she asked what should the woman do. Marsha's suggestion is go and do a paternity. And yes, technology is at a place now where you don't have to wait till the child is born to get a paternity test done. You can get it done from you get pregnant, you know. Try say don't do the wrong things then. So try saying if you want to prevent all of that. Now just me not hearing you talk. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah,
Don't
I think
okay, good.
I just got on my internet now, so I just switched sources, so we should be good.
Okay. Yeah, I
Um,
think I asked you a question. I don't know if you did hear.
me never hear the question. Repeat the question.
So no, you did answer. What I'm saying, when we isn't it an injustice to a child to live them life, whether it's at age 5, 10, 15, 17, 20, thinking Damien is their father, but it's not true. So this protection that we normally hear females saying, no, the man need to remain in the child's life because the child need, and they already created a bond and all of these things. Because let me throw it out there. My father dead and gone, and I have no reason to believe I was a jacket based on some tendency when I have. One of them is to always argue and talk and whatever. My father me get that from. Yeah, but I'm saying I believe I would prefer to know my biological father than to be lied to by my mother to say this person is your father, whether I have money, yes or no.
But Damien, it's good thing you said that, because I've known of several cases where the child actually grew up to resent the mother because they found out that the mother lied to them about their biological father. And most time you hear a woman say the man should, it's just because they want to protect themselves and their integrity by saying the man should stay in the life. It has nothing to do with the man. It's all about shame. Because you said something about giving jacket now. A lot of time, jacket give because of shame. A woman married to a man and she go to a road, go give one little piece and she get pregnant and she can't say the man out the road pitney. She have to give the husband.
Yes.
You
Yes.
understand me? I say?
Yes. Yeah, you're right, because I think I did a couple of years ago when I was on Satcom. I did a vox pop in the street and I asked, what would you do if I was asking females, what would you do if you're pregnant and you tell your man and your man ask Afi who? And I remember this married woman, she was working at Satcom at the time too. She was pregnant at the time too, and I asked her, it was a pleasure for me. I go up to her and I say, Mrs. whatever her name was, what would you do if when you got pregnant, you found out you're pregnant and you told your husband and him say Afi who or him want a DNA or something like that? You know what she said? She was the only woman that didn't get upset neither. She said, you know what? I would give him the money. Them time I think around $40,000, $50,000 for the DNA. It's way cheaper now. She said, you know what? I would give him the money because me sure say I feel him. And guess what? He couldn't chat to me now me pitney after that. Because how could you ask such a question? And females take it as a bad thing. But I believe if you're not married, now, this don't go for married people, and this is something that I've been advocating for. I think what will cut down this whole workless pooper and not mining and all of these things, I think the government of Jamaica should implement, if you're not married and you're pregnant, automatic DNA. What do you think about that, Nidus?
Yeah, scratch me another day, man, because when you're married, maybe you have to do it, brother.
No, but yes, when you're married now, one different kettle of fish that. Because it just is what it is. Or dare you ask your wife if the child is yours?
Yeah, what now? You said something a while ago about mind picking and this and that. And I want to make it clear. You have some man out there worthless and not take care of them picking them.
True.
You understand? However, most women who say man to take care of them picking them is because the man will do exactly what they want the man to do it when they want the man to do it. You understand? If a man work $1 million and give the woman $1 million to take care of pitney, you know what she say? Him can do more.
Of course, yes.
You understand what I say? Him can do more. So, you see, when you talk about worthless man and deadbeat and then something fly over my head. Because I've seen it. So
you're saying the term is relative. So not because a woman brand up a man as a deadbeat or a father as a den, that means he's actually, because he may be doing all he can.
Exactly.
Let me jump to some more comment because the show soon done. Empress said, it happened to my brother, and when he was looking about bringing his son up from Jamaica, and he stopped everything and done with the young man. To me, he's still my nephew, who I love dearly. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Empress. No, but
Damien, let me comment on that. You have to understand the man hurt. You have to understand the hurt, the betrayal, everything where the man got through finding that out. A lot of people don't talk about men mental health because in the public eyes, a man's supposed to be a man supposed to be tough. First and foremost, me ask all the why. What do you mean by a man supposed to be a man? So we don't bleed like everybody else. We
I
don't.
can't tell
We
you what
don't
it
have.
means.
Tell me what
It
you mean.
means it means to do right by women. So if a woman say a good man will work his paycheck and give it to his woman, that's a good man. Or a good man will just allow me to just shop on Amazon every day and don't even argue about it. All when I'm buying crap, that's a good man. So that is because it's always, and you know me, I get in trouble with people because I always say, no, you can't decide. One woman can't tell me who's a good man when you not even know your papa. If you don't know your father, you cannot tell me who is a good man, yes or no. Try say it affects the child
Now I gotta tell you.
very it affects the child way of life also in his or her day and living. Which part you not good me?
When they say
Try
if
to
a woman don't know him, Papa, you don't know a good man. Now I gotta say with you.
Regin, but look at it. Look at it. And it's very practical. Nidos, would you allow a woman who really have no relations, she don't even know her biological father, she's a jacket, to look at you and tell you whether you're a good man, yes or no?
So let me answer that by saying this. And I'll play devil's advocate. Because you didn't have it, you know what to get, you know what to look for.
Rubbish. I don't agree.
I'm being devil. You don't agree?
I
I'm
I
being devil.
I don't agree. I don't
So
agree.
so
You see, I believe that. You see, a man that was, and it's very, very practical. I always say this, and I know I can't say this because it's not that. I say breast is the best. My mother allowed me to win myself from them stage there. And I just, yep. So I'm get good breastfeed and I'm a good man. There's this loving and this caring thing for females. So contrary to what a woman don't think. You see, one man will never get breastfeeding. Me feel say them man, they can't just get up and kill woman and whatever. Yeah. Some wicked, some man are just wicked out of this world. They never have no
David,
motherly attention. Them not even get christened. Me take what someone sitting from Miss Kitty. They never get christened. They never get breastfeed because their mother did just let. Hey, don't make me talk the things. Sister Bridget said, DP, this topic is close to home. My father had two girls, same mom, but I grew up knowing that I was a jacket and my dad wore it proudly. He never let me feel less than. And when people infer to him, same get jacket, he always reply that it was his. Sharon said, a lot of children have 2 and 3 fathers. Wow, really? Sister Ingrid says, so true, my brother. Women must put more value on themselves. Lady Rose says, Mr. Phillips, answer your phone and clear your mailbox. Good night, blessing. Yes, I know he was hurt. My nephew, and the Empress is responding to you, Nidus. Yeah, I know he was hurt. My nephew was hurt as well. My nephew did stop talking. My nephew did stop talking with his mom years, or that's for years. Good evening, Sister Claudette. How are you? DP, what classify a good man, or how does society decide who is a good man? All right. So let me make reference of something. The other day, a couple months ago at the Oscar, when Will Smith walk up and physically abuse Chris Rock, I heard a lot of females saying, yep, that's a good man. And I'm like, Will was an idiot. Because years he has been knocking on the door to get an Oscar. And the night when he finally come with millions of dollars behind him from the producer, because I don't know if you guys watch the movie. But it was a great film. And the night that you got to shine, to accept, to prove to the world, like, yes, black people or black men deserve what kind of thing, you went and you make a fool of yourself. Because go back and watch the video, people. Because he's talking now, so we can't talk about it again. He was on Daily Show with Noah. Right? And he said that, and watch the video again. Everybody was laughing at Chris's joke. And when we look over to Jada and saw that Jada's smile disappear, so it's like a after effect. You know what I say? So the man made the thing, oh, I'm looking forward to see what, blah, 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 blah. And everybody laughed. And he looked over and saw that the smile disappeared from Jada's face. And that's when he walk up, slap Chris, and tell him to leave out of your mouth. So I'm saying again, Nidos, I don't know if you want to chime in on this, but for some people, they saw Will as a good man because Will was what? Standing up for his wife. For a wife, or tell him, say, yo, Bridget, I didn't even want to get married to you. Like, it's just because my mom forced me to and the whole pregnancy thing and whatever. No, who she did always in love with. So you have some men trying to prove man and prove to the world that you are the kind of man that you want. And then society says, oh, he's a good man because guess what? Boy, he never does something without asking his wife. And he's da-da-da-da-da and all of these things. Nidos, your time.
So let me answer you by saying this. I don't blame the females. I blame
I don't blame them either.
we the, I blame we the men.
Of course, we have
I
to blame them.
blame we the men. I'm gonna show you this. Most kids that are born in the world, the father never want that child at that time. Most kids are
Virgin,
born because
you're gonna say both parents. No, sir, me I got defend. Yeah, defend the woman them because I
no,
have two
hold on,
daughters.
brother, hold on, man,
Enough of the time, them enough of we will come about. None of them, not of the mother, not the yo, neither talking things, the man. You have a lot
So
of
hold
women.
on,
The only reason why we're here is because the pregnancy gone too far. Start truth, split justice. Not the mother or the father.
A lot of time, or most times, women are the one who wants to get pregnant, especially when that biological clock is running out. While the man is focusing on securing a
Having
future
fun.
and everything and having fun, the woman is pressuring the man. My time run out, my time run out, my time run out. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. You understand me? I say, and men who are so weak to the flesh want the flesh. So guess what? I want somebody just give in. You understand me? I say, men need to start knowing their worth. And stop jump at every single request of a woman. Yes, it's your responsibility. You have a role to play. But first and foremost, gentlemen, you can't make your woman feel secure. That's on her.
So that you don't think that a good man, since we're discussing that now at the end of the show. Yes, my friend, you can call me now. The phone is up. You don't think that a good man would give in to his woman, even if he does not want a child or any more children, because you're with her now and because she wants a child.
No,
you're a good man, you better satisfy her.
No, I believe it's a weak man who, in the moment of wanting satisfaction, do it because he wants satisfaction. That doesn't make you a good man.
But a good man supposed to say yes to women.
Hold on, DP. How can you be a good man, given that you're going through a certain situation in which you know that you cannot successfully father a child, give the child everything the child need, but because a woman wants it, you go oblige? How can you be a good man?
I hear you. Let me get some of these comments in. Try say, and then she have entanglement with August. It was before though. So Sister Bridget said, I had a different experience. Several of my female friends, including myself, thought Will was and had empathy and a high respect for Chris. I heard they had an open marriage. Sister Keisha, it was very wrong. That could be a lawsuit. Through Sister Bent. Yes, nonsense about this open marriage or thing. He made a fool of himself. He's insecure. Yes, Sister Empress, he decided to make a fool of himself. But and guess what? You see, even that tonight is after some people like me now start calling it out and I say, nope. The man get the moment for shine when my weight pan and do that just because. That is how them switch. Can you realize social media have this thing, you know? You see, if certain things happen and a certain set of people come out and bash it, people jump on the side and bash it. And if some people lick out against it, then them just, you know.
The help set back the black race. The stupidity window. Oh, that's help set back the black race.
Yeah, it just showed that say, yep, them can, you know, angle fame and angle whatever, which is alike as we can.
Exactly. It set us back for a successful man as he be.
So we have
a lot of people
5 minutes remaining on our night. We have a call. So let me jump to the call.
Everyone, listen. I experienced that. A friend of mine, very, very close friend of mine in Jamaica, her father was filing for her in America. She was in her late 30s. And he found out through the blood test that she's not his child. After all them years, the woman in her church is almost 40. And she found out that this is not her dad. And he was very hurt, but she was even hurt worse because he started, change face. Started to act a little weird, you understand me?
Yes.
But she's still, I was just in Jamaica the other day, and she treats him the same, and she's cooked for him, take care of him and everything like that, but he's showing her little, little fear.
Little resentment.
I know somebody that happened to.
So let me ask you this, Sister Ruth, because like I was saying earlier, I always hear, I have all some big talk show hosts in Jamaica that I look up to. And every time this topic come up, the main underpinning is that, listen, the child needs other, so you have to stay in the child's life. You don't think it's an injustice on the child to be living a lie?
To stay in her life?
To be living a lie. So for all these years, like the lady you mentioned now, 30-something years, and she just a find out in her 30s.
Of course it is, but she, but as a child, growing up as a child, at that age, you fall in love with your father, you love your father, and that's all the father figure you know. And when it came out to be, it was his brother. The brother. She said, me remember me little, his brother always call mother, I was like, your mother money and give her presents and stuff. It was the brother child.
So his niece was his daughter was his niece.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You see that show? I'm not gonna be...
Good show as usual. Blessings.
DP,
all right, thank you.
I'm not putting up one more post.
No, but I like, thanks for putting up this post, I'm enjoying your company. Sister Ingrid says, great topic, DP. Go ahead, Nidus.
Once again, people, it was just a thought that came to my mind, and I mean, I get a lot of leaks about it too here in Boston. Some people text me and call me and like, Virginia,
but let's be real. 2 minutes before we end, but let's be real. I do believe, and this is depends, and this is something else. I have to touch this. I always forget it when we deal with this topic. I don't want nobody to mistake this, right? There are men who females don't get this part neither. So I don't know if you ever realize it. I always hear the question, the rebut is, okay, so I don't want mine one where maybe a jacket, but I don't go there with a woman with 6 more and take care of the pitney them. Let me hear your take on that.
Before you take, can I answer Troy question before I give my take on that? Which one? Troy asks a question down there.
This one?
Yes. Troy, there's nothing you can do to make a woman feel secure. There's nothing you can do to make a woman happy.
And neither for the purpose of the listeners on Caribbean Radio HD who have access to this coming from Troy on Facebook. Troy said, Nidus, explain to me why you should not let a woman feel secure, because I have been watching a lot of videos that actually clarify what you're saying. They said that you should express desires. Express desires.
Not depression.
You should express desires and not desperation.
So
yeah.
I'm saying there is no the first part when I say explain why she should not let a woman feel secure. It's not that you shouldn't make a woman secure. There's nothing you can do to make a woman feel secure. A woman not tell us, yo, you don't make her feel happy. There's nothing you can do to make a woman happy.
So you're
a woman happiness or security is based on the woman.
Me and Nidus always go back. So you see, because you pick that side of Nidus, because me and you always argue about it, me I go take the next side. Nope, I disagree. You need to learn your partner's love language. And I can tell you this. This is almost true for every female. And notice I say almost, me not nobody kill me. We'll soon lose rate in a minute. There are females who they love to be reassured. So you need to tell them the stuff them what they want to hear. And it will help. Trust me. Men, and I learned this from Brother Farr, men get turned on based on what they see.
DP, you hear the word they use a while ago?
Get turned on based on what they hear.
Help.
Yeah.
You use the word help. So that simply means that you are on my side. You cannot. Yes, you are reassuring the woman. You're telling the woman you're looking nice. You're giving all the compliments and all that. But at the end of the day, I help you. I help. So you itself
cannot make radio. See you guys next week. Yes, we are gonna continue for a little bit more. So hold on, don't get me wrong in the night, because this is what I know. You see, if you have a woman who have low self-esteem, you can help bring her up to a point, but you cannot make her have high self-esteem, but you can help. That is the point I'm making.
And that's true. But the thing about it, what people do, and I'm not saying only woman, but man and woman do, them left that responsibility up on their partner, in which
that
is
is
not their
false
partner
teaching from
responsibility.
society.
That is not their partner responsibility to make sure they feel that way.
Agree. But there is a role to play on both sides, though, Nidus.
There is a role to play.
And as a man, I know this. Like, you don't want to, what now? Say you just a date a woman. Can you have some things now? Cut out the things them. Man and woman do it. When we are look whosoever, we put out the best and the whatever, right? You look the woman and you surprise her and just go over her yard and, you know, you bring over your lawnmower. You go say, boom, and you cut down the grass and all of these things. You tell me, so when she actually see it, if she just pretend like she not see none at all, that not affect her no way. No little gratitude, no, oh, thank you, no little seems amused, surprised. Talk to me.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But
and it encourages. That's what I'm saying. It's not that me now say you wouldn't cut the grass again just because she ignored it. But don't it, if she actually acknowledged that first and foremost, this is not something that you had to do. You went out your way because guess what? You have some woman, especially the American woman, them. If they not cut them grass themselves, them actually pay for land service. So every other week or every month. So it's not like they couldn't, because it's just that maybe you go before the land service did actually schedule to come out. So you didn't have to do it. But don't it make a difference if she actually acknowledge you and say, babe, you didn't have to do that, but thanks. Like, and seems all excited. And
it does. It does. But if you're doing
whereas like if she have all one switch with one light, it bust out and feel much years and thing, and you have to say, so that light they can't fix. All I need is where from up there. And she go, but are you buy it and you put in back the light and Virgin? Come on, talk to me.
Yeah, man. Encouragement sweeten labor. But if you're doing it just for to hear thank you and stuff, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Let me jump to what Latanya said, and we are boiling down. Considering this happened in my family, my dad stayed in the child's life, but the child is grown now and mad at my dad. Women to do better. All right, I don't know why I chose on topic. That's a great what's that? Great and real topic. Topic. Great and real topic. Nidus, final words, 9 o'clock, God, 9:05.
All of this starts and ends with the females, and I'm sorry to put it on them, but it's your body, it's your legs, you choose to open it. Start having a little pride and dignity, and stop go around and sleep with multiple men unprotected. And think about it. Would you want your child to be doing that? Would you want that? How would you feel seeing your daughter doing that? How would you feel that if your son is on the receiving end of a jacket? Think about that and think about your actions. Yeah. But if a tag team,
thank you very much, Nidus, for you're just saying that. No mad no one another talk. I don't think I see this is another topic, and maybe I should discuss this next week. Can you really tag team somebody that you care about? Somebody that you really have.
Stop.
No, answer me. Because let me say I'm gonna use this. I'll put it up on your Facebook page. Let me say we can get to our next topic. I'll tell you. Can two men tag team a woman that they really care about?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but if a
man is willing to, so females, so for my females viewers, if a man is willing to tag team you, that meaning you're no good. Those are the kind of men who once the belly start push up and you say me preg, you're not gonna get to finish nant. Because yeah.
Damien, for all your listeners, I'm gonna put up the video on Facebook. I'm gonna tag you on it. I'm also gonna put it up on it's on my Twitter page right now. I'm also gonna put it on my YouTube as a short. So you You guys will see
People
it.
be weird.
You guys see it.
People be weird. Strong adult language, isn't it? Claudette said,
Very strong.
yes, it is the things that is happening in this world. She said, thanks, guys. Try says, what if they want to be tag team? Try leave me alone. Because again, the question I may ask you, would you tag team somebody that you really care about?
Try. I'm gonna add the video. I'm put up the video and I'm gonna add DP to the video, so you will actually see it and you can make your comments on it. But be warned, it's strong adult content.
Try if you like a woman and the woman tell you said that is our fantasy run. Take my advice, because you may end up get a jacket. You hear me? If you are interested in a woman, Troy,
you might get
the woman say, you know what? I'm interested in the tag team thingy. Yeah, run. Nidus, thanks again for being my guest, sir. And keep on posting what you post, a provocative statement comments. I mean, you're supposed to grow out of this now where people ask you, hold on, when you step in the body jacket, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, because people are like, you suppose like them say, oh no, I'm self-matter.
No. To be honest with you, I actually get that question. So, one of your kids a jacket? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did get that question. But
bro, I remember one time I post this kitchen, the sink, with some first and foremost is a double sink in my house, not a single, but it was a single sink full of plates and whatever. And I said, boy, you see, men need to do better, because if a woman is inviting you to her place and her kitchen look like this, she shouldn't be inviting you or whatever. And when my dear friend tell me years after, she I say, so one time when you did post that picture there, and I say whatever, my husband I said to me, say, I hear picture you post, I hear the brother worked on the thing. It was 3 glasses, 3 plates, 3 whatever. And me and my wife and my stepdaughter live. So and I'm like, first and foremost, my sink is a double sink. It's not a single sink.
DP,
so why
I can give you one better. I can give you one better. I was at dinner with my kids, and my oldest daughter, I was messing with her, and my youngest daughter took the picture, and she leaned back and she looked at me like, oh, I'm to the man, brother. When you left me alone. And I posted the picture, and a lot of questions was asked, not of me, but of other person saying, is everything okay with Nidus and XYZ? I'm not calling my child name on the internet. Is everything okay? And the question was, why? Oh, you see the picture, how she look on him? And I'm like, there's a picture say 1,000 words, but picture also lies. You know,
people see what they want.
People just need to grow up and remember that it's social media, and you go and you just do something for crack a laugh.
Yeah, that's I want to get there. I'm posting because my thing. Sometimes when mean for be jovial, people take it personal. So it is nice. Thank you very much, sir, and enjoy the rest.
All right, brother. Take care.
You're about to say something?
I mean, I was going to say, if people know me, that they would know that I'm a very jovial individual. I'm like get trouble. I'm like people laugh. And that is from me going from school days until now. I love make people laugh. And, so, but it is what it is. People will always think, people always think the worst.
Keep in doing what you're doing, and this is something that I learned. You won't be if you try to live based on what people think. And somebody was saying that to me the other day, and I think it's true. Part of my life was to control the narrative and have people to talk I want them to say. Worse, you're in the social media space, you don't get to do that. You put things out there, and people are going to decide what they want to do, what they want to run with, what they want to say. They're going to judge you. That is it. Once you put yourself on a platform, people are going to judge you. But this is what I know, and I know you're enjoying that night. That's why you could have made the video, you make kind of thing, whatever. You reach a place in your life now where you just live your life and happy, because you know that, guess what? None of us. Make the sense, so, you're dying, but you should have had fun.
I do that, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of skeptic of some of the stuff that I put up because of my job. Of my job and the status that I have.
You're skeptic of your own.
So sometimes I type something.
Enjoy
when we read it. When we read it, I'm like, Nah, But I want to tell you the youth, the
Yeah,
TikTok
yeah, I know what
video.
you
I
mean.
actually woke up and that was the first thing came to my mind, and I just make a quick recording because I didn't want to forget it. And when I reached to work in the parking garage, I'm like,
Careful, make sure I say understand. Just make sure it's tree in the milk. Make sure not in the milk. Here,
but DP, and
let
I know we
us
gotta go.
go
I know we
ahead,
gotta go.
sir.
But one
Yo,
more. I have another one about an underwear. That I don't think that one is on TikTok. I think it's on TikTok.
mm-hmm.
Someone actually sent me a video from Jamaica and say, "Hey, Nidus, I need your help with this one. What should I do with this?" And I called the person
Night
and said
filter,
to the
Marsha.
person, "Do you want me to put this up on social media?" And they're like, "Yes, more on social media help." And people actually believe it was me. And I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, like, just do what you're doing and make sure you're having fun. That's what it boils down to. All right, sir. Good night. See you next week.